2011, Guy Lafleur disputait son dernier match en carrière dans la Ligue nationale de hockey. Ça se passait avec les Nordiques de Québec. Et pour l'occasion, on va discuter avec un ancien coéquipier de Guy Lafleur, Joe Sakic, maintenant directeur général de l'Avalanche. Hi, Joe. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
You know, you still have a lot of fans here in the province of Quebec.
Yeah, we know we got a lot of fans, and I think us wearing the retro jersey this year was a stellar, a beautiful jersey, and to honor our roots where we came from, I think it turned out really, really well.
The reason why we talked tonight together is because 30 years ago, Guy Lafleur played his last game. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Guy Lafleur?
Just a class person. I was lucky. I got a room with him on the road for 2 years. I played with him, so I learned a lot from him. And what a Superman! You know, we were having a tough time. We could only imagine. All he knew was winning Stanley Cups in Montreal, and then to come at the end of his career, and we were rebuilding. But he was always positive and just a great guy for the young guys who we all looked up to. And, I know he was, got to go back where it all began in Quebec City and finish his career. So I know that was, what he wanted to do. And unfortunately, we weren't as good as we wanted to be, but such a class guy and really helped all of us young guys, especially myself.
Guy often said that he was a mentor for you, and you said that too. What kind of advice he gave you and how it was useful for you throughout your career?
I could tell you one story. We're on the back of the bus after another tough loss, and you go through those long year like that, and you have moments where you're just down, and I remember him just sat beside me on the back of the bus and said, you know what, Joe, you can't worry about anybody else. Right now things are tough, but you can only control what your effort, your play, how you get ready for the games, and having fun out there, because it's still a game. And I'll never forget that. He's a superstar. He's won Stanley Cups, MVP of the league. He's done it all, and for him to just a young 19-year-old or 20-year-old to relax, go and have fun, but really concentrate on what you can do. And I remember he said, not everybody's going to be here, but you're a long time. This is going to be your team, and you got to stay positive and not worry about anything else, but play to your level and play for the fans.
And we can say now that he was right. But back then, you were 20 years old when he arrived with the Quebec Nordiques. And in the same team, you had Peter Stastny, Michel Goulet. What about that power play in those times?
I remember Peter would basically run the power play and put us all in our spots and go. And if he wasn't happy with it, he let us know. But no, it was great for me to learn from them. Peter, ultimate class guy as well, classy man. Same with Goo, and you have Guy there, and it was great for me. I remember a few years before watching them in Montreal playing the playoffs, and was always cheering for the Fleur de Lis, and to get a chance to play with them and learn from them, and just learn about what it meant to be a pro and be a professional. It was huge for me, and I know they weren't there a long time, but even in a short time, you could pick up a lot.
And at his first season with the Quebec Nordiques, he had like 34 points in 39 games at, I think, 36 or 37 years old. He was still good at this time.
It was really good, really good. He was a great hockey player, and tough and good too. Like face off, he took pride in everything, and yeah.
You said earlier that he was your roommate. Who decide who's going to be the Guy Lafleur roommate?
I think it was Michel Bergeron that put me and Guy together, and you know what, I was so excited. It was great, and that just by being around him, you just learn about what it meant to be a class person, a good person to the fans, to everybody, and he treated everybody the same, everybody equal. A smile on his face, said hi to everybody, and would do anything for anybody. So it was something that you learn a lot from. And I know one thing: he dressed well. So I had to learn how to dress because every game he had to take out a brand new shirt, all ironed up, and always looked good going to the game.
You remember that last game at the Quebec Coliseum, the last game of Guy, the special night? It was very special for him tonight, this night, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Both games, the game before Montreal as well. I mean, standing ovation that he had that game, and then to come to the Coliseum, and I don't know how long that ovation was. It was a long one, and that game we must have been there for 4 or 5 hours, but it was well worth it to see what he meant. You can tell what he meant in the province of Quebec to all the fans, and he deserved everything he got. Such a class person. You can just tell he was adored by everybody in that province, and to be on the ice that special time, his last career games, both in Montreal and then in college. We all had goosebumps during that game.
Did you keep in touch? You're still in touch with Guy during those times?
I haven't talked to him in a little while here, but I'd love to get a chance to see him. And I know this is 30 years; it's a special time, and we all remember. And I for sure remember all the it was 30 years ago, but you can remember everything that he told me and what I learned from.
That was 30 years ago, but 10 years ago in Quebec, there was a special night, the last game of Guy as an alumni, and you made the trip to Quebec to be there with former Quebec Nordiques players. You remember that night? It was special too for him and for everybody.
Yeah, he retired as a player and then retired as an alumni. And it was still, the place was packed, and a long time went by, and there's still, not too many people have retirement celebrations from the alumni team. But it was fun. You know what? It was really fun for me to get a chance to go there and play in the game. Play with my old teammates, get a chance to skate and play with Guy again. And what a great weekend! And the best thing, there was no pressure. It didn't matter who won.
I have to ask you that question because 10 years ago you said that maybe Quebec deserve an NHL team. Do you still think that maybe one day the NHL will be back in Quebec? At least Quebec deserve a team because they love hockey.
Well, I tell you one thing: the fans there are so passionate. I know they have a beautiful building there, and that's the one thing that anybody, and I talked to so many players that had an opportunity to play for the Nordiques and even play against them. Players that would go, road teams that would come in. Every single one of us appreciated the fans and what it was, how it felt and what it meant to play in the Coliseum and that passionate fan base. So there was nothing like it.
Joe, thanks a lot for your time. Thank you for sharing those precious memories, and best of luck with the Avalanche for the rest of the season. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Bye-bye.